Changing faceplates, one of those classic DIY jobs. If you're a regular viewer of the channel, you'll know that we don't do many tutorial style videos, but don't like teaching people how to do their own electrics. It just feels wrong. However, I know that some of you are going to do it anyway, so today I'm going to teach you how to do it properly. First, here's the tools that you're going to need. I'll leave a link in the description below. A flathead screwdriver, a level, some cable cutters and strippers, a safe isolation device. Are you joking? Use one of these. So step one is to take the cover off, but there's something important to do first, a mistake to avoid. And make sure you watch the end of the video where I show you the top 5 mistakes that most people make when changing sockets. Whoa. Rewind. This socket is currently live. Did not take the cover off without first safely isolating. As George Clark would say, the consumer unit is the hub of the home. Now that's the kitchen, but this is the hub of your electrics in your home. It's where everything is turned on and off from. You've got a main switch. So if you want to be super safe, you can flick that off. That'll turn everything off in the house. Or you can find the individual circuit that feeds the socket that you're wanting to change. Now in this case, I think it's circuit 2. So I'm going to flick that off and check to see if the socket has gone dead or not. So the volt pen seems to indicate that the socket's dead, which is a good indicator. We'll take the cover off now, but we do need to properly check. And if you're really not sure which circuit it's on, better to be safe than sorry, just turn the main switch off for the whole house. A quick DIY tip, always take a before photo before you make any changes so that you can look back and if something doesn't work properly, see how it was before, because it's almost impossible to put it back together how it was before without a photo. Now I use this volt pen just as a rough indication that it was turned off, and it looks like it is, but this is not a trusted device. These can go wrong, they can break, they can give false readings. So always use what we call a GS38 approved test lead like this. And what you can do is just test between all the combinations, and that's just saying that there's continuity. But we test between live and neutral and earth, and live and earth. And then ideally, what we want to do is turn circuit back on, check to make sure our tester is working properly on a known source, and then turn it back off again. One of the biggest mistakes I see people doing is changing these live without turning the power